to Tammy Talks About. Happy Easter to those who celebrate Easter from around the world. Since it is Easter, I wanted to just do just a nice video. You know, I like to throw these in every once in a while. I know they're not my biggest views, but I don't do it just for the views. I really love doing this, and well, I'm not monetized anyway, so I guess I can pretty much not worry too much about what content I put up. I just hope that you enjoy the video. And before we get into it, as always, if you like this video, leave a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what you're thinking. Share this video, you know, as Tuck says, feed that algorithm. And let's just get into this article. It's actually from Showbiz Cheat Sheet. It was put up on April the 3rd, 2021. It is by Robert Yaniz, I'm sorry for butchering your name, Jr. The title of the article is Johnny Depp Once Paid Tribute to Ex-Fiancée Sherilyn Fenn on screen. You know, this is something that we hear about Johnny all the time, even amidst all this horrible stuff that's going on. He's not only a kind soul, he is a romantic. And, you know, he falls in love, and even though falling in love has caused him some of probably the worst pain in his life due to this mess he's got going on with Amber Heard, it's a beautiful quality. You know, I think it's sweet that when he gets into a relationship, it's for the long term. It's not just to be in a relationship. He really falls for the women he's with. And that's kind of what this article is highlighting. So let's talk about it. It's wild to think that Keanu Reeves and Johnny Depp were peers back in the late 80s, early 90s. I have to just got to stop here. I take issue with that. To me, Johnny Depp and Keanu Reeves are still peers. If you think about it, there are not too many people in Hollywood that basically no one has anything bad to say about them. And two names that come to mind are Keanu and Johnny, and they're two wonderfully talented actors. So I don't know why he starts off with that sentence, but that's just my own personal opinion. You know, may think different. But it says the two stars' lives and careers have gone down such different paths, but each actor was often rumored to be romantically linked to famous women. And Depp's devotion to actor Sherilyn Fenn was so strong, he paid tribute to her in one of his earliest movie roles. Johnny Depp got his start in Hollywood in the mid-80s. Before he first connected with Tim Burton and long before Jack Sparrow, Depp was best known for his boyish good looks. In fact, his breakthrough role was as a police officer posing as a high school student on TV's 21 Jump Street. His role as Officer Tom Hanson certainly paved the way for his success in Edward Scissorhands, which hit theaters just months after he left the show. And you know, that's where I first saw Johnny. That's where I first fell in love with him. I remember being a kid and just saying, oh, I want to kiss him. But that 1990 movie wasn't Depp's first. The honor went to Wes Craven's A Nightmare on Elm Street. Another little aside, I don't watch horror movies, but when I found out Johnny Depp was in this, I did watch this movie. Depp followed the 1984 classic horror movie with his first starring role a year later in Private Resort. And by 1986, he joined the ensemble cast of director Oliver Stone's movie Platoon. It was there that Depp referenced his real-life romance with Fenn. Now, I can't imagine anyone not ever seeing Platoon. It is an amazing movie. If you've never seen it, a great one to go watch. In fact, I remember, it's not in this article, but I remember reading one time that Johnny had worked so hard on this role. He even went and learned the language there in the where they were at in the location. He camped out in the jungle to get the experience. And I remember reading one time that Oliver Stone had to cut so much of Johnny's role, or so many of his scenes, because he was so good that Stone was afraid that Johnny was going to outshine Charlie Sheen, who was the star of the movie. So just some little side facts that I remember myself from this movie. But it says the actor brought ex-fiancée Sherilyn Fenn into Platoon. From 1985 to 1988, Depp and Fenn were reportedly an item. The couple even got engaged at one point before calling it off. Fenn, who went on to star in Twin Peaks, still calls Depp her first love. And at some point, Depp's feelings for Fenn certainly ran deep. Stone and his platoon cast and crew would soon find out how much as Depp channeled his relationship into his work. On the movie, Stone encouraged his actors to decorate their own helmets. And on his, Depp included a few references to Fenn. One part of the helmet even has Sherilyn written across it. And if you looked at the thumbnail, that's what I used for the thumbnail. I thought that was really sweet. And it also features a heart pierced by Cupid's arrow. Viewers can clearly see the initials SF on the helmet too. This is another callback to Depp's love for Fenn during the production run. Fenn might have been one of Depp's first Hollywood romances, but it was far from his last. Perhaps most notably, Depp was also once engaged to actor Winona Ryder, but he's also been linked to supermodel Kate Moss and actor-singer Vanessa Paradis, with whom he has 2 children. Most recently, Depp was married to actor Amber Heard from 2015 to 2017. The 2 stars are currently engaged in a legal battle stemming from allegations of abuse on both sides. They met on the set of Rum Diary in 2009. And that was just a quick little sweet article that I thought we could do for this Easter Sunday. You know, it's something when I always knew that Johnny was a romantic. And as I've gotten involved in doing these videos and started reading a lot more about his life and reading a lot more about him, it's one thing you notice that, like I said earlier, when he gets into a relationship, it's for the long term. It's not just a wham bam thank you ma'am that a lot of people get into. He genuinely cares about the women he gets involved with, and he, from all accounts, treats them like every woman dreams of being treated. And I think that's one of the reasons that makes this so heartbreaking, that of what Amber has done to him. I mean, I don't know. I guess it takes a special kind of hardened heart to be able to treat someone the way she's treated him. I mean, she could have walked away, went on with her life, and he would have been good to her probably for the rest of her life. He probably would have took care of her. He probably would have helped her get roles and help her to become a respected actress instead of the joke that she is. I mean, from everything I hear, her British accent in the Snyder Cut is the laughingstock of Hollywood right now. So, who knows? But I think that it's really sweet that Johnny falls. I know it tends to put your heart at risk, but at least he's willing to risk his heart to fall in love. I think he's always wanted to have that soulmate. I think he's always wanted to just have someone love him back the way he's capable of loving him. And loving them, and if there's anybody in this world that deserves it, it is him. And I hope that he finds it one day. I think we all dream of having that forever love. I know maybe one day I'll find it too. I don't know. No, I've got my granddaughter and my daughter. They're my forever loves. But what do you think about it? Do you think that it's a good trait that Johnny has, this falling in love? Do you think it's to his detriment? I'd love to hear from you down in the comments below. And as always, until next time, be blessed.